Madam Clerk, what do we have by way of public comment regarding the consent agenda?
First, we do have our Chief Probation Officer, TR Merickel, present, and he would like to comment on item number 1.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Good morning, Mr. Merickel. It's nice to see you.
Morning. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the board. TR Merickel, Chief Probation Officer. I understand there's a change of protocol with our proclamations because of COVID-19, but in anticipation of Probation Services Week, which is next week and is an item today on the consent agenda, I just want to take, and I appreciate the opportunity to take a moment to talk about the hard work that my deputy probation officers, juvenile correction officers, program specialists, and support staff do every single day, even during times of uncertainty. Probation provides a wide range of services in the criminal justice system, touching every case in some capacity. We provide sentencing reports and recommendations to the Superior Court and juvenile courts. This past year, we did approximately 5,000 of those. We supervise offenders in the community between juvenile probation, adult probation, and our AB 109 responsibilities. We supervise approximately 10,000 people. We operate 3 distinct juvenile facilities here in Kern County. We collect restitution for victims. This past year, we collected and paid out just under $1 million in restitution to victims. And we provide evidence-based treatment and rehabilitative services. But no matter what services we provide, the dual pillars upon which we stand is accountability and opportunity. We must hold people accountable for their actions. The rights of victims must be recognized, and the community must be protected. Our over 150 armed probation officers are proactive in the community, ensuring that offenders under our supervision follow through with the terms and conditions of their release, and we hold them accountable when they don't. One example is this past year, officers from our adult high-risk unit made a home call on a probationer. During a search, they found the probationer illegally possessed an AR-15 rifle with 2 high-capacity magazines and ammunition. They located another subject in this home. While he wasn't on probation, they discovered that he had a $500,000 arrest warrant for alleged sex crimes. Both were arrested and booked into jail. This is just one of many, many stories about our officers in the community holding people accountable and providing public safety. On the other side, we must provide opportunities and reduce barriers for people to break the cycle of recidivism and turn their lives around. Given that all but the most violent offenders who go through the criminal justice systems will at some point be back in our communities, we must acknowledge that rehabilitation is in the interest of public safety as much as accountability. We're not naive to think that everyone will take advantage of these opportunities, and we're here to hold those people accountable when they don't. However, every person that we can assist in becoming a productive member of our community decreases victimization, reunites broken families, and provides a positive path forward. Just one example of the opportunities we provide can be seen in our new RAP units in our juvenile facilities. These RAP units provide re-entry, ADA, and programming services to our youth. Over 2,200 hours of services were provided in juvenile hall alone last month. Recently, during a pre-release meeting, one of our RAP officers was talking with a young lady who was scheduled to be released. It was discovered that she had no clothes other than the clothes that she came into juvenile hall. So this officer worked with a youth supervision officer, and a referral was made to Helping Hands, which is an officer-created program that collects and distributes needed items. In this case, 2 full bags of items, including several outfits, socks, shoes, undergarments, and a variety of toiletries were provided to this youth upon her release. This is just the start of the help that this person will need, but it demonstrates the compassion and barrier-reducing programs that our officers deal with every day. We will go on to ensure that her educational, physical, mental health, and criminogenic needs are met in the community. One last story I'd like to share incorporates both accountability and opportunity. It has to do with a 17-year-old male who was committed to Camp Owen. He had a long history of gang involvement and substance abuse. He struggled in the camp program, was oppositional, and did not take advantage of the opportunities that were provided him. Eventually, he was released, but due to his continued negative behavior in the community, he was recommitted. This second time, by working with staff, he made the connection between his choices, actions, and consequences. He changed his outlook and began to model pro-social behavior. even mentoring newer youth. He worked his way up and gained the position of crew chief, which is a position of prestige and leadership at Camp Owens. He has since graduated high school, enrolled in Bakersfield College, and already earned college credits. And most importantly, he's refrained from new law violations. This illustrates how our officers hold people accountable and protect the community, all the while providing people with an opportunity to become better. This encapsulates both our mission and approach. Over the last decade, probation has been asked to take on more and more responsibilities. AB 109 was a monumental shift in the criminal justice system that shifted duties from the state to the counties and affected several local departments. Probation now supervises over 3,000 additional felony offenders, most of whom are high risk. With additional reforms on the horizon, probation will be asked to take on even more. These potential reforms include bail reform, DJJ closure, CDCR early releases, and I'm sure many other unknown reforms that are likely to occur. Regardless of your or even our position on any of these reforms, it is clear that probation will be asked to carry a larger load. And we will answer the call going forward, just as we have in the past. We'll make the best of any situation with our motto of commitment to a safe community as our vision and accountability and opportunity as our method to accomplish such. As chief, I want to thank the Board of Supervisors and the CAO's office for recognizing and understanding the vital and growing public safety role that probation plays. I want to thank our collaborative partners. We know we can't do it alone. We work with the Kern County Sheriff's Office, local law enforcement agencies, Behavioral Health and Recovery Services, Department of Human Services, Kern Medical, Public Health, local community-based organizations, and many, many more. Most importantly, I want to thank the men and women of the probation department. They're on the front lines every single day dealing with an incredibly challenging population. And they always have the goal of making our community a better place for everyone. Despite the obstacles placed in front of them, whether it be budget woes, new responsibilities, COVID-19, or anything else, I have confidence that they will continue their tradition of dedication, professionalism, and passion. They truly make a difference. So if you come across a member of the probation department during Probation Services Week, or really any time throughout the year, I ask that you thank them for the difficult and often unrecognized work that they do to help keep Kern County safe. And lastly, I'd be remiss to not acknowledge the recent passing of Chief John Roberts. Chief Roberts worked for the probation department for 33 years, the last 5 as chief, retiring in 2010. Since becoming chief, I appreciate even more his many accomplishments. And I know that every progress that we make is because of what has come before us. Chief Roberts was a loyal, honest, and good man. Our probation family mourns his loss, and our thoughts and prayers are with his family. Thank you.